And we're live! Welcome to the Wednesday nights, a group of friends that get together to play role-playing games on Roll20. On Wednesdays, we live stream our adventures here on Twitch, and be sure to visit our website, thewednesdaynights.com. That's Nights with a K. And to follow us on Facebook and YouTube, where you can watch all of our previous episodes. Now, let's see who we have this evening. Tonight we have Bryce.
Hello, hello. I'm the Weasel, and this is Hold On. Nope, I am Trillic and the Sorcerer Extraordinaire. Sorry about that. Cool.
That was awesome. Okay, thanks, Trillic. And we have Eldermane.
Good evening, and I played Jasper the Ranger.
And fan favorite Hans.
Hi.
And special guest Stillavantis.
Hi, I'm playing a goblin called Pold.
Excellent. And I am GM Jeremy. And tonight is the newest episode in the Hunt of the Beast campaign, a D&D 5th edition Forgotten Realms adventure and campaign. So, with that being said, we're going to go ahead and continue on with where we left off from the last episode. And for those of you that are just now tuning into the show, I'll do a kind of a quick little recap of kind of where we are. So this is a Forgotten Realms campaign set in the Moonsea Region, specifically near the town of Phlan, south of the Dragonspine Mountains. And in the previous episode, our adventurers agreed to go on a quest to retrieve a special ingredient that the wizard Archimedes believes will help cure a plague that has been troubling the region of Phlan and actually the whole Moonsea region. Excuse me. And what this ingredient is a blood honey, which is made by these vampiric bees. And so Archimedes sent them to this cave at the base of the Dragonspine Mountains, and while exploring in there, they killed some goblins, fought some bats, and then stumbled into the lair of an owl bear, which they are now standing over the remains of. And for this episode, I'll control the half-orc the third. The player is Keith has not been able to join us, so I'll just go ahead and play that guy and make him ridiculous and embarrassing. So, all right, so here we are, you guys. We are in the cave.
Fish and cheese time.
I know, that's exactly what I was thinking. It's so funny that you said that, because that's totally what I was thinking. I was just like, y'all, we like owlbear meat, y'all. Let's cook it. So here we are. Here we are in this cave. Dead owlbear. You broke the bridge going across it. We almost lost the bard. And then when the half-orc the third was crawling over in this area, he caused an avalanche to fill in the space that he was able to squeeze through. So you guys are kind of a little bit trapped at the moment. But
Yeah, hopefully one of these leads around or wraps around. Kick the nest around a little bit.
Yeah. I'm going to go ahead and get rid of that token. Yeah, so you go and check out the the remains, the remains over there, and the nothing but bones, mostly goblinoid bones.
While he's doing that, Jasper is going to harvest the owlbear. There was something about a head that somebody wanted. We don't know how current that is, but I'm going to detach that from the body, and then
how big is the head?
Anything else that's potentially sellable.
Yeah, and he's an owlbear. He's a big guy. What are they like?
Yeah, I don't know
You
much
start
about.
dressing it, basically.
Yeah, exactly. And I don't know much about owlbear meat if it's any good for eating, but
Yeah.
not gonna let it go to waste. Oh, is that the third?
Yeah. 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 So you guys just tell me what you guys want to do.
No, we got two of us doing some stuff.
I cast my dancing lights and send it down the southern hallway.
Down which hallway?
South?
Oh, yeah. All right, so you send those some sparkly, glittery lights down the way. It's another little passageway that starts to dip and dip down.
Okay.
Everyone roll.
And I flash.
Braspa and Trillic, go ahead and roll perception. Yeah. You're like, cool, sparkly.
I like
Okay.
lights. And I'll flash them up the northern one.
Up that way. Let's see. Send some lights that way, and you see that a passageway opens up into a larger cavern.
All right, we got a passage going south and another room up north, Jasper.
Okay, I guess once I'm finished with that, I will head over here and why don't you guys just hang here for a minute? Just give me a minute. I want to look ahead.
Do you want me to send my lights with you?
Um,
I shoot them forward.
the human's bane. I guess it won't matter. Come on, we can all go. Stealth won't do much if the place is lit up.
Which direction? Going to go south?
South.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, so Jasper, go ahead and roll, and Trillic, go ahead and roll a dexterity or acrobatics check. As you start walking down through this passage, you can see that water is dripping down the walls and across the ground in this area, and it's pretty slick. And Trillic, yeah, you fall. You start trucking along, and then you fall on your ass, and you slide all the way down into this area. Jasper, you watch him just super fast slide down this steep passageway.
Probably make an attempt to grab, but see that it's fruitless and watch him slide.
Yeah.
Ow.
And
I guess I'll join him down there.
Yeah, you're fine. You make it on down there, and and so this opens up into a larger room. So as you walk through the cavern, a distant humming sound grows louder with each step forward.
Oh,
right, you hear the water dripping behind you, and then you
Stop stepping forward.
And then you see up ahead a large 7 by 8 foot tall wide beehive. And as you guys enter into this area, you see some bees come piling out of the beehive and heading towards you guys. Go ahead and roll initiative.
Oh, fuck. Fuck.
The map is not showing this on Twitch, GM Jeremy.
Oh, thank you. I'll go ahead and move that guy on over. There we go. There's our cavern with our beehive.
Cool.
All right, let's go ahead and open up this. And Brassbutt and Jasper, if you want to roll initiative, we'll bring the third in on some of this action too.
Oh, that 4 doesn't count. That was from way when I first logged on. No way. I have not rolled any initiative.
Okay. It's been cleared.
Well, shit. I rolled a 3.
I don't see it. It didn't show up in the tracker. There you go. All right, the bees go first.
Oh, fuck.
Swarm of bees. 1, 2, and let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's go.
And miraculously, a goblin comes crawling out of the back of the cavern, right?
We'll see. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right,
No
let's go after
spoilers.
Jasper. All right. And let's grab my swarm of wasps, I guess is what they are. But for my purposes, there it is.
Oh, this is not good. Can't you, like, soothe them or something, being a ranger?
All right.
Probably not.
So they attack Jasper.
Don't you have burning hands or something?
Don't get spells until second level.
Let's see. And that
I
is a
don't have
miss.
spells.
And now it's Brassbutt's turn.
Oh, thank goodness.
Well, I've already cast all my spells, and I think I used my breath weapon already, so I'm down. Huh?
You haven't used your breath.
Oh. I'm going to breathe on this mother then.
You're not even close. You got to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You'd have to run your full 6 distance in order to get into the room.
And has the third joined us?
He's way down here on initiative, but he's up at the top. It's going to be a while for him.
Are these 5-foot or 10-foot squares?
5. Yeah, so Brassbutt, if you go any further, you're going to have to make that roll on athletics.
Or dex?
Yeah, dexterity or
I'll probably
acrobatics.
just play a
It's acrobatics
song.
and dexterity.
So I'm going to play a song.
Okay.
I'm going to use Bardic Inspiration.
Okay.
So I will do it on Jasper.
Okay. So
Cool. So die 4 at this level?
It just says a D6. So once in the
D6.
next.
Sorry, you dropped off.
yeah.
I had it. I must have moved my finger slightly.
Basically, anytime during this combat, I can
Yeah.
add
Here-
a D6
yeah,
to
here's Bardic
my
Inspiration.
skill or attack rolls, I think.
Yep. Attack, ability check, saving throw.
Mm-hmm.
And you can wait until after you roll the D20 before deciding whether to use it. So if you roll it and miss, you could then use that D6 to.
So you hear the god-awful sounds of bagpipes being played by a dragonborn echoing down through the halls. And you feel inspired by the hideous noise.
The echo somehow inspires me. We'll find out if this really pisses off the wasps.
Yeah. Now it's Jasper's turn.
Okay, I am going to attack this wasp that attempted to attack me.
Yeah.
So,
This is another swarm, right, Cliff? Right, Jim?
Yeah. So this is the swarm that came out of the beehive.
Okay. Just making sure it wasn't like one giant wasp.
Ooh, look at that.
Nice.
That is a hit.
excellent. And then, I have to click here. So what, 6 points of damage?
All right, you kill some of the bees in the swarm. And that takes us to Trillic.
I get a second attack.
Oh, Jasper swings again.
Yep, dual wield. And
That's
17 to hit, or okay. Okay, 10 points.
Dang. Killed a lot of those bees in that swarm.
Awesome.
Now it's Trillick's turn.
I raise my hand, finger pointing at them, and I shoot a firebolt.
That is a hit.
16. 2 points fire damage. Very small firebolt. More like a fire dart.
Yeah. And you take out a couple of bees. All right, and then the third. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 is as far as he can go as he rushes forward. And then that takes us to a new round of initiative.
That accent, I think, is enough to inspire people to actually show up for gameplay.
Yeah.
Exactly. That's the point. That and the fish and cheese.
Yeah.
Right.
Or Albert and cheese in this case.
1, 2.
Tummy don't feel so good.
Right. All right, so that's 1, 2, and 3. Oh, I got to roll for the third. Let's get him in there too. Ooh, look at that. He's on fire. All right, so he's going to rush forward. And he's going to make that roll. He's going to make that roll on the athletic. Or, I keep saying athletics. It's not athletics. It's acrobatics. Let's see what he gets. Oh, no, he slides. Bowling down into you guys. He's going to force you guys in further. You guys both get hit by this giant half-orc that comes sliding down here.
Oof.
Oops, sorry. The bees take their opportunity to attack. And they are going to, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. They are going to go after Trillick. And they are, yep. And they bite Trillick for 5 points of damage.
Hold on, I throw up shield.
Okay.
Did our characters move?
Yeah, I pushed him down because you got hit by the half-orc.
The third
Okay.
ran into us.
Okay. How's that? Is it another swarm or
Oh no, it's this
that's attacking
Yeah.
Trillick?
this swarm here.
Okay. Gotcha.
The let's see. Do you want to hit the chat bubble for that shield spell?
The token bubble?
Yeah. There it is. Cool. All right. So whenever you're hit by an attack, targeted, one reaction which you take when you're hit by an attack or targeted by the magic missile spell, the invisible barrier of magical force appears and protects you until the start of your next turn, including against the triggering attack, and you take no damage from magic missile.
So as soon as they hit me, I'm going to throw up my shield, and it's going to raise my armor class to 19 for the rest of the round until my turn.
Doesn't it just negate that one
Yeah,
attack,
that's-
and then the rest of your turn has 5?
No, it says right there, until the start of your next
Right.
turn, you have a +5 to AC. It says right there. Including against the triggering attack, which implies it's more than one attack.
But isn't it... Okay, that's fine.
It's a reaction that basically puts the shield up for 6 seconds.
Right, but I was
So
under the
this
impression
little
that
bubble
the shield spell
luminescing.
worked against magic missiles and things like that. That's you can't.
No, anything.
The
It used to be, I believe, in first edition, it was ranged
Yeah,
only.
it was
worked
arrows.
against like arrows, and it was specific magic missile. Of course, it's the anti-magic missile spell. But in 5e, it's anything. Yeah.
Okay. So that goes up, giving you a +5. They had hit you with. Let's see. They hit armor class 19.
That's my armor class.
Oof, rough.
Ugh. Still looked cool.
It did.
Yeah, good use of it.
All right.
This little bubble, luminescent, bubble, engulfs me, and they just kind of pierce through it. But look.
Yeah.
So I take how much? 6?
5.
5.
All right, but now it's your turn, Trillic.
I roar in pain, and as I do, I use my breath weapon.
Awesome. So go ahead and click the bubble there so we can all see what your breath weapon does. Boom. You can use your action to exhale a destructive energy, dealing fire damage. It goes, exhalation is 5 foot by 30 feet, dealing fire damage. And creature must make a dexterity saving throw. All right. So these guys are going to...
Wow, 30 feet's quite a length.
It is.
Does this also hit the hive?
No, it's going to hit the wall over here. So it's just going to go forward and
just blast the wall. Here. I have a +2 con bonus too, just so you know. Shit.
You wouldn't want to burn up the hive anyway, right?
Not yet.
Melt the honey.
Your creature takes... Oh, yeah, so they're dead.
It's very true.
They're going to be dead. They barely had any hit points. It was barely a swarm. There it is.
So half that if they made their save. Otherwise,
they're
6.
Done. Kill him.
I probably kind of pull back a little bit, just sort of whoa.
Yep.
Probably heard about this Dragonborn breath weapons, but I've probably never seen it.
Yeah. All right. So Brassbud, if you want to try to make your way on down there, we are also going to go ahead and introduce our goblin friend now, who was in this cave.
Falls out of the nest covered in honey.
Who is in this cave hunting when he heard the beautiful sounds of being serenaded by the bagpipes and had to explore what made such a gorgeous sound.
Yeah, of course he was.
And so with that, now we have Pold. And you entered into this cave. You came through from up here and came down and followed that sound.
Okay.
And it came down through here, and you can kind of see these guys. There's some lights down in this cavern. And so we'll just take it from there.
You're trying to sneak? Just wondering about passive perception.
I pop on dancing lights and have him hover over him. Who do we have here?
Mm-hmm.
I see these group of rogue people in the cave. I think I'm just going to stay back and observe what they're doing.
Okay, so they turn around and they see you at the top of that hill, and there's suddenly a magical light right next to your head that appears.
Well, you guys don't look like goblins. I'm here hunting goblin.
We already slew them back at the entrance.
Did you make sure that you killed all of them?
Pretty sure. Speaking of goblins, who are you?
I'm Pold. And I hunt goblins.
That's interesting.
Interesting indeed.
The third says, "Yeah, get down here, little goblin. Want to pet you."
That's the paladin?
Yeah.
Yep.
Not really. It's the punishment voice for not being here.
Right,
Oh, yeah,
right.
yeah.
The paladin isn't just going to directly slay me or something like that if I go down there, right?
He'll only do lawful touch, so don't worry about it.
If he tries to pat your head too hard, he might, but not on purpose.
We'll call him George.
Can I pet the goblin, Lenny?
Well, there doesn't look like much room down there.
I'm picking wasp quills out
Yeah.
of my forehead.
Yeah, so you got this gigantic hive in here. And so, what do you guys want to do with this hive? If you want to, well, you guys tell me what you want to do. You can investigate it. You can do all kinds of stuff here.
That's cool. My dancing light looks like one of your eyeballs.
It does. He looks like a Borg.
Yeah.
Well, I was thinking, I was like, why is he a picture of a Borg? Oh, wait.
Resistance is futile.
Yeah.
Is somebody still watching this little goblin?
The third is he wants to pet it.
Okay. So as long as he's focused on that, then I'll come down and I'll investigate this
Okay.
also and see what we need to do to...
Me and
Extract
Brad
the things we
already ate
need.
half the honey.
Oh, come
You-
on, guys. He's up
You
there.
can roll nature or investigation.
Okay, let's see. They're both intelligence-based, aren't they? So let's go with that. I don't know if it'll matter much, but...
So you got to tell me which one you're using. Oh, there it is. Nature.
I was using nature.
Okay. So, Jasper, you investigate this thing, and you're kind of looking around, and you've got a little bit of experience in this area. And you're like, we've got a good idea here on how you could slice through and detach a bit of this. It's going to be a big chunk of it, because you really don't have any idea how much you're going to need. But you got a good idea of like where to cut safely to pull it all out in one big chunk to carry out.
Okay.
So
I'm shaking it at this
you're
point.
shaking it. You just grab the hive and start shaking it. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Okay, you're investigating
Well,
it.
how big is the
And
nest?
it's about 7 feet by 8 feet. It's huge.
Why don't we just take the whole damn thing?
It's too big to carry.
That's like the size of a
Yeah.
wagon.
So? How
The
heavy
third
is
would
it?
totally be up for it.
Right. Except that as you start shaking this thing, another swarm of bees comes flying out of it.
Oh, that
Initiative.
sucks.
Boom.
And let's see, where's third? There he is. All right.
I'm totally engrossed in the investigation, and then all of a
I
sudden,
know.
the thing
Shirley
starts
grabs it, you're
shaking, and
shaking
I'm like,
it,
what
and
the
this-
hell's going
this
on?
Swarm comes shooting out of it. All right, so Pold, you get to go first.
My bad.
Pold is going to pull out his short bow and fire an arrow into the swarm.
Okay, go ahead and roll. And you hit AC 23. That's a hit, and 6 points of damage. Trillic.
I don't want to be standing next to these
I know, but
guys.
you grabbed the hive and shook it.
Well, I'm impatient.
You're almost dead.
I know, that's why I'm like, fuck.
Then go
So
ahead
I'm
and
gonna-
impatiently move away from him.
I'm gonna grab the
Okay.
swarm, shock them.
Yep, you grab it, grab a bunch of bees between your hands. Go ahead and roll damage.
Just kind of go all Palpatine on him.
6 points of damage.
6 points.
You kill a bunch of them.
I just kind of give out a hissing roar.
The third is going to stumble forward. Yeah. Swing hammer. I think he's got a hammer.
Yep. Big giant one.
I take it these wasps are oversized.
They look, well, if you want to do a DC nature check when you kill them, you can.
Okay.
And he hits AC 11, which is a hit. Does 5 points of damage with his hammer. And does a little, jumps up in glee, claps his hands. He's so proud of himself. Brass butt. Your turn.
The third, fly swatter.
What would you like to do, brass butt?
I am going to move where I just moved.
Okay.
And that still gives me a chance to poke at them with my rapier.
Yep. And that's a hit. Go ahead and roll damage. There you go. 7. You just click on the word rapier in the chat window and it'll roll damage. And you kill the last of them with your rapier. Right on. Okay.
Let's not move the hive.
You think?
I do now. And then I walk to the back of the cavern.
Okay.
I kind of look at Cold, still stare up at the top.
I'm going to do the nature check, and then I'll return and try to cut stuff out.
Okay. Yeah, go ahead and roll that.
So 20 on the
good
nature
roll.
check.
Yeah, these bees are slightly bigger than the bees that you typically see, and
they are bees, not wasps.
So
I guess they would have to be to make honey, right?
Yeah. I mean, well, there's honeybees in there, but these guys that are flying out, these little vampire bees, are different. Their stinger is different, and looks almost kind of mosquito-like in a way, like a mosquito / bee. It's pretty disgusting.
Interesting. Could their stingers be used for throwing darts?
Potentially.
I might have to collect some of those. I'm going to focus on the honey.
Okay.
I hand him a bunch that were poked into me.
Okay. So, in order to do this, in order to carefully detach and remove a bit of the hive, go ahead and let's do a dex check.
Okay.
Oof.
Eee.
Nope. You start to slice in there, and you're like, oh, crap, and a bunch of it just falls off. You're like, oh, no. That was no good.
And some more bees come out.
I start climbing up.
Okay. So climbing up, now you can climb through the wet area just fine.
Okay.
Well, fortunately, it's a big hive, so I should probably... hopefully, I'll be able to get another chance at cutting this stuff out.
Another chance here.
I've also pulled out a sack that I've got for putting it in.
Yep.
Kind of prepared it to receive whatever I cut out.
Oh, yeah, the third's like, yeah, me hold bag.
Don't eat it, third.
There'll be plenty here to collect.
Yeah, so go ahead and roll dex and make another attempt here to cut off some of the hive.
Okay.
I'm going to wander around the chamber here and just check out stuff.
Nope.
Check out the bridge and the rubble. And
missed it
We
again.
broke that. We fell that.
Cut off a bunch of it, and yeah, another swarm comes flying out. Initiative.
That's what I was concerned about. Man, we have been pounding the initiative rolls with these characters.
Yeah, but we need to take a nap really bad.
Yeah, yeah, you do, Trillic.
I'm like out of breath. I think I got fleas from this goblin.
I don't have fleas.
Well, Trillic, you won initiative.
Well, we're about to have bees.
Firebolt.
Yeah, that'll reach.
7.
That's a miss. Bees are going to attack. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Jasper. And they hit AC 13.
Miss.
That is a miss. Now it's Jasper's turn.
Okay.
The bees are swarming all around you guys. You're like, god dang it.
I'll go ahead and I'll attack. 15.
That's a hit.
And damage. Whoops. Oh, come on. There we go. 7 points.
You kill a bunch of them.
And I'll take my second attack. Ooh,
That's a hit.
11.
It's a hit.
Ooh. 5 points.
You kill a bunch more. Pold's turn. You can move you can move. See, let me check your speed. Oh, you actually move pretty far for a goblin.
Can I see them from here?
1, 2, 3, 4. You can see. Nope. No, you cannot. You can see brass butt, but you can't see the bees.
All right. 30. Do I have to make a dex roll?
Yes, you do.
I push him. I'm kidding.
Yeah, you're fine.
I actually
you catch yourself.
All right. Then I will shoot my bow again.
And that's a hit for, let's see, 6 points of damage. Kill a bunch more of these bees in the swarm. And the third, he's going to swing his hammer. And he's going to, yeah, there we go. And he misses. Wait, is that a fumble? It is a fumble! Look at that.
Oh, shit.
Oh, he hits himself. Oh, with his hammer.
Right on the
Holy
foot.
crap! 9
Oh,
points
shit.
of damage. Holy crap!
Oh my
He
gosh.
smacks himself right in the face.
Kill
Blood
your-
pouring down.
You're gone.
You're pretty sure he broke his nose.
Downward
Oh my
swing and
God.
the handle catches him in the jimmy.
He just smacks himself right in the face. Look, his nose is crooked. Oh man, Keith's gonna be like, I missed one session. That was awesome. And now it's Brassbutt's turn.
Brass Bud is in the restroom, so he's just gonna stab him.
Okay, with his rapier. Let's see here.
Yeah, hold on one sec.
Swings his rapier at the villains and he hits. And finishes them off. Well done, Brassbutt. All right. So, back to the task at hand.
Yeah, fortunately it's a big hive, but let's see if we can get this done. And suppose any of you are surgeons.
High dex is pretty good, and for this one here.
I can cut things pretty well.
Let me tell you what you need to do here if you want to give this a shot. And I'll instruct him, basically assist him
Okay.
in doing this, so he'll get advantage on it, and tell him the best way to cut into this.
Okay.
According to regular beehives.
So is this straight dex, or is this sleight of hand, or what?
It's straight dexterity. You just roll dex. So you'll just click on dexterity on your character sheet there. Not a dex save, just a regular dex check.
Oh.
Yeah, there you go. Boom, you got it. You slice exactly where the ranger tells you to. Slices off a big chunk. It starts to fall over into the sack. Jasper, are you the one holding that bag? Because the third can't really see. He kind of wandered off. I think you might have heard him thump into the wall as he wandered through the other side of the cave. So are you going to try to catch this and hold on to it in that bag?
Yeah, he probably dropped it when he wandered off,
Yeah.
so I just pulled the bag up.
Okay, go ahead and roll a strength check. This thing's pretty heavy.
Okay. Let's see. Here we go.
Ah, yes. The goblin
I mean,
did it. The goblin did it.
Really, we only need to have the bag on the ground, put the thing on the ground, and then pull the bag up over it.
Yeah,
But
you got it. Oh, it's heavy. It's heavy. This you got a lot of honeycombs in there, and oh man, it's heavy,
Nice.
but you got it. It's big.
I can
sack.
help carry it if necessary.
Yeah, it's
What
fit.
does the honey taste like? Does it taste like normal honey? I'll start eating some.
Yeah, it tastes like normal
tastes
honey.
like vampiric
it's
honey.
a little darker than regular honey.
Tastes like undead honey.
It's got a bit of iron. I don't know, metallic taste.
Blood
Oh my
honey.
gosh. Yeah, it's red honey. Oh my gosh.
Yeah. So you've got it. You got it in that sack, and yep. Where to next?
Third, are you all right? You look.
Yeah. Happy.
You sure? You look
Happy.
pretty beat up.
Yep. Happy.
How are the second and fourth doing?
Yeah, happy.
I think the third got stung retarded.
He smacked himself in the face with his warhammer, so.
Maybe we should consider taking somewhat of a rest here.
Agreed.
I mean, he almost killed himself.
Do you want to rest in the cavern with the
We
hive?
really shouldn't
No.
rest right next to the bees.
No,
Come
I
up
wasn't
here.
suggesting that.
I already have a fire going.
He says as his hand is engulfed in flame.
So I'll search this area. Can I investigate it or anything? To look for anything?
You can roll
No, we
investigation.
already searched it. But yeah. Thank you, brother.
Are they related?
Twins. From that bastard Yurik who created us.
Yeah, he's a real bastard. Yeah, so you guys gonna do a short rest
Someday,
here? Is that
maybe
the
we'll
plan?
meet our maker. Yes.
So, yeah.
Spells only back at long rest or short rest? How does that work?
So with a short rest, you roll your hit dice to see how many hit points you get back. Right. So on your character sheet, you got this hit dice
Yep, I see it.
table thing. Yeah. So short rest, period of downtime, at least an hour, and you do nothing more than eating, drinking, reading, tending to wounds. You can spend 1 or more hit dice at the end of a short rest, which is equal to the character's level. And for each hit die spent this way, you get to roll the die and add your Constitution modifier to it, and you regain hit points equal to the total.
I only need 1 hit point, so do I even need to roll?
No.
No, I would say
If you have
no. So we roll our hit dice and add our Constitution to it?
If you click it, it should do the calculation for you.
Okay. And then spells, we get spells back. I know I get my breath weapon back. I just read it. What about spells?
Yeah, I was actually just looking to see if you get spells. I don't know. It didn't say whether...
I think you do, but only like half your level or something.
Yeah, the short rest, long rest. Refresh their minds and spirits for spell casting. I'm going to click this link and see where it takes me. Spell casting. View the rules here on the spells to see how many you get back in a short rest. Oh, good grief. Spells. There we go. I don't know. I'll look that up. I'll figure it out. I want to roll the third's hit dice here. He's almost dead.
I think sorcerers only get their points back with a long rest.
Yeah, let's take a look here. Oh, looks like you got 6 hit points back.
It literally doesn't say in the explanation.
I think I
Finish a
remember
long
seeing
rest.
some optional
You regain
rules or
all
something
you
like
regain
that.
all expended spell slots when you finish a long rest. That's what it says for the sorcerer.
What about for a bard?
Let's take a look.
I think with the bard, you get your abilities back that allow you to do things like the inspirations. I'm not sure about spells, though.
Yeah, let's take a look here. Just waiting for my screen to refresh. So druids, bards, clerics, rangers, paladins, eldritch knights, arcane tricksters have to have a long rest. A warlock only requires a short rest. A wizard looks like it's a long rest. Long rest plus 1 short rest, partial recovery. A sorcerer is long rest plus spells up to level 5 with a bonus action. Yep. So, there you go. Long rest for the sorcerer and the paladins and the bards.
Yep, at a 20th level, I get some back. I can use a short rest and get some. That's not till 20.
Wow.
Alright, so the third, he rests a little.
So I'm going to want to do a long... Probably should for the third, too, because he'll get all his hit points back.
Well, if we're going to take a long rest, we may want to consider just even...
Leaving?
Yeah, camping outside.
That's what I was thinking.
How long have you been in these caves, Pold? I'm sorry, Goblin, did you tell us your name? You did say your name, didn't you?
I did.
That was funny.
How much do I know of the quarter?
So you
the
followed
northwest?
some goblin tracks into this cave. You found the dead bodies of some goblins over here. And then you started to investigate some dead bodies over here when you heard the music, and you then went and followed the sound of the music into the cave over here. So you weren't in here for more than like a half hour.
Okay. Yeah, we can get out this way.
Okay, that's good.
Definitely, that bridge is no use for us anymore. Or the cave-in.
All right. So you head north into this next chamber. So in this room, you see that there's a little walkway that surrounds this dark pit. Peering over the edge, there appears to be a pool of dark, oily water about 20 feet down this steep incline. Everyone go ahead and roll perception.
Well, crap.
And okay.
Should I damn near walk into the hole?
Yep. All right. So, Jasper, you are pretty certain that you saw something move down there, but you don't have no idea what.
Okay, guys, watch the edge here. Stand back. There might be something down there. Why don't we get out of here before we get entangled in something else?
Is it the right or the left number we're looking at?
The left.
Left.
So yeah,
You critical
that's
failed
right.
like me. You almost walked out.
it's always going to be the left side number unless you have advantage or disadvantage. If you have advantage, you're going to choose the higher number. If you have disadvantage, you're going to choose the lower number. But no one has advantage or disadvantage right now, so it's always going to be the left. All right, so where to?
Third, watch the hole in here.
Oh, God.
Be careful. Since he seemed kind of dazed.
Yeah. Okay. And you guys are just going to head out of the cavern. Okay.
Yes.
All right, so you guys head on out.
Well, Pold, I know you're probably nice and fresh, but we've been in there quite a while and have quite expended ourselves. Well, why are you here, anyways?
All right.
I'm hunting all the goblins.
You want to join us in this exploration? Or was that all of it? That was all of it.
Oh, yeah.
That's what we needed, unless we wanted to investigate more of this cavern. But this is what we came for, and didn't the guy who sent us here encourage haste?
Archimedes.
Yeah, because we're stopping a disease.
Right.
Plague. Yeah. That's correct. So you guys head on out, and it's
let's just
evening, and what would you guys like to do?
If you guys want to make camp, I can watch over you guys.
Weirdo.
Yeah, you guys just tell me where you want to go. You can head back to the wizard's hut. You can camp out. It's up to you.
Well, Pold, I can tell you, the goblins in that cave are already dead. We killed them, so I don't know if you want to join us to go find more goblins on our adventures, or go about your own way. But you're welcome to share our fire. You seem like a honorable person.
Well, thank you. I might trail along for a while.
All right, where would you guys like to go?
Do we want to check out more of this cave eventually, or do we just want to head at this point?
I say we head back, turn in the honey, and get a nice long rest.
Why don't we rest first and then head back? Because we don't know what we're going to face on the way back.
True enough.
Did you face anything on your way here?
Well, before we were sent on this specific task, we were chased by a bunch of gnolls.
Kobolds.
Kobolds.
Vile creatures.
They all look the same.
We stole the chieftain's eye.
Yeah. This is true. That's what you got. What got you into this mess to begin with?
Yeah, it was quite disgusting.
Yeah.
I was made to believe it was a gem, not a literal eye. So.
But it was actually a literal eye.
Yep. These damn wizards are disgusting.
So we'll set up camp. We'll get all rested up and healed, and then we'll head back.
Okay. All right. So you guys head on out. You camp. You take a nice long rest. Uneventful night, and you guys get up and break camp in the morning, and head on back towards the wizard's hut. And it takes you a little while to get back there, about half a day. And as you're approaching, you guys go ahead and roll perception. And before we do that, go ahead and, freshen up your hit points and all that stuff.
And along the travel, the half day here, just kind of keep an eye on Pole, and just kind of judging him a little bit.
Yep. So everyone except for Trillic notices as you're coming around the corner to where Archimedes' hut is, there is smoke in the air.
I kick the horse into high gear and head in there. Let's see what's going on.
And you see smoke billowing out of one of the windows in the wizard's hut.
What was this wizard's name again? Archimedes.
I'll circle around the back, and I'm going to hide. I'm going to try to hide in this brush.
Yeah.
I'll call out for him. Archimedes!
There's no response.
Does it look like we could... fuck. I'm going to go up to the front door and kick it in if it's not open.
Okay. You go up to the door. It is open. Looks like it's been busted open. And inside, the dead body of Archimedes. His whole place looks like it's been tossed. There's broken bottles all over the place. There's a small fire on one of the tables that's creating all the smoke. There's broken containers of who knows what just spilled all over the place, and his, dead body on the ground.
I'm an alchemist. I'm a guild alchemist. I immediately start looking for what looked like some sort of finished antidote that just needed the honey or something. I try to make sense of the mess of his.
It doesn't make any sense. It's just stuff is just spilled all over the place and smashed and stepped on and destroyed.
While he's doing that, I'm going to grab
goblins?
Shit. Well, I try.
Grab a blanket and put the fire out.
You managed to put the fire out.
I'm going to search around the outside of the hut.
Okay. Roll investigation. Yeah, nothing really out of the ordinary that you can tell as you guys are looking around.
I guess, you know what, while I'll look over at Trillic, who's way outside. That's all right. I look at Trillic.
No, I'm sorry. I'm inside there. I'm going to the alchemy supplies. I'm trying to figure out the antidote because that's what it's all about.
Right. You keep looking here. I'm going to check outside, and I go outside. I'm going to look for tracks.
Okay, go ahead and let's go ahead and roll perception. You're not able to discern any tracks in particular that you can tie to this event.
Okay.
Can I get up on these rocks? Are these tall?
They're taller than you, but yeah, you can climb up on top.
I'm
Anyway,
going to
is that
search the wizard's body.
Sure.
combat I'm hearing in the background?
You're now looking the third in the eye.
I was just trying to create some tense music.
I know, I'm only about...
Gotcha.
So, as a description, since you guys don't know, I am small even for a goblin. So I'm only like 2.5 feet tall. And I have
He's Baby Yoda.
and I have studded leather armor on, and I have a short bow and a short sword
Cool.
with black eyes and gray skin.
Disgusting.
Ooh, you from underground?
Uh,
Or just...
yeah, we lived underground.
It's the goblin
Okay.
albino equivalent.
Yeah, I think so. Goblin Bane.
Can I climb up on the roof?
That would require a roll. Either dex or acrobatics.
Acrobatics.
You're having trouble getting up there on the roof. You guys see him jumping up and down as he's trying to climb up on the wall.
What in the hell?
I'm going to search the body of the wizard.
Okay, yeah. Go ahead and roll investigation on the investigating his body. Yeah, you don't really find anything. He's just got his clothes and belt, and he had some pouches and stuff, but they're all turned inside out, laying on the ground. Oh, that was intimidation. You got to roll investigation. You intimidate the body. Man, he's scared to death. Investigation, yeah, you don't really see anything. Looks like his pouches are turned out, and he's got a little dagger on him, and his little wizardy doodads, and I don't know, pouch full of feathers and rocks, slugs.
I'm just going to start searching his entire hut.
Okay. Go ahead and roll investigation.
I'll join my brother.
Guy's dead. Loot him.
Yeah. Take his stuff. Is there any gold in here, man?
Try and find anything that went to do with this, or the recipe, or
No,
anything.
teasing.
Anything that'll help.
Yeah, so
No, I'm
yeah, you
looting.
guys investigate, and you find some notes and books and notebooks and loose notes in there. And Trillic, you do find
Oh wait, that's
you do find
perception.
some notes that it looks like some correspondence between himself and someone named Falma in Phlan, and looks like there's some notes going back and forth, some letters they wrote to each other going back and forth on ideas regarding the plague and some sort of a solution, a cure.
So we need to go find this Thelma.
Falma. Yeah. Back in Phlan.
I'm gonna pop my head
But she'll
back
know
in.
how to do it.
Did you find anything in here? I couldn't find any tracks or anything.
Some correspondence with someone he was working with that might be able to finish his work. Otherwise, we don't know who did this. They didn't leave any clues that we can tell. But the place has been totally ransacked.
Yeah, I would think my first thought is the kobolds came back for a little vengeance, but I would think there'd be more obvious signs out here,
Yeah.
and I'm not seeing anything.
Is there any secret doors? Did anybody check for trap doors or anything?
If you want to investigate the room, you can roll investigation.
I will go ahead and do this.
Okay. You don't find anything.
Shit.
You're just like, did somebody live here?
Batting 1,000. Well, shit. I mean, if that's everything that we've got, and our main contact here to stop this disease this plague is dead, kind of screwed.
No, we just have to go talk.
Just have to go talk to what?
Or go back to the council.
Yeah, the Lord Chamberlain at the city council.
See what he wants to do.
So Archimedes has been talking to someone about this?
Yes.
Up here, it seems?
This Falma. Yeah, this Falma of Phlan.
Well, that's good.
I show him the notes.
Yeah, there's some
I'll
correspondence.
take a look.
Yeah, you find some correspondence.
Probably can't make much out of it, but
They talk about the
You
cure.
guys know this Phlan? What kind of settlement is this Phlan?
Big city. You'll fit right in.
Yeah. So,
is the council on the way to Phlan?
it's in Phlan. So,
Oh.
so yeah. So at the very beginning.
So
So, quick little refresher. At the very beginning of the campaign, from the last session, we started with this flashback scene where you guys met the Lord Chamberlain, who was head of the Council of 10 within the city of Phlan, or the town of Phlan. And you guys were asked to help out Archimedes to find these ingredients to make this cure that he believed would help against this plague. And then we flash forward to present day when you guys were being chased through the woods by kobolds, and you came here and you duked it out with them. You turned over the bloody eye, and then he sent you to the Dragonspine, bottom of the Dragonspine Mountains, to this ancient dwarven abandoned mine to get the blood honey and bring it back as, you know, the final ingredient there. And then you guys come back and find this. Dun dun dun.
All right, so let's head back to Phlan and check in with the council, and we'll with the councilman, and we'll then seek out this this Falma dude person.
Yeah. All right. So before we head back to Phlan, I want to do XP really quick and give you guys a chance to see if we can level up. And so everyone gets, straight across the board, everyone is going to get 800 experience points.
Wow, those are some good bees.
Oh man, they took down an owlbear. They did a lot of stuff. Took down some goblins, fought some bats. Figured out how to get the honey. Found some notes. Figured out your next steps pretty fast. Yeah.
So am I getting the 800 as well? Or
Yeah,
am I
we'll
getting
keep
a
everyone on the same page, yeah. And so while you guys are doing that, and you guys just let me know when you're done adding in your XP. And if you need help doing the level up, just let me know.
So 800 pushes us to level 2, right?
I'm not sure. I was looking into that. I put the 800 in the experience points.
Yeah.
on the character sheet.
Yep. So what you do next is, like, I'm gonna go ahead and open up the thirds character sheet.
Hit the character mancer, level up.
Right.
Yep.
So the
Okay, I leveled then. Yeah. Wow.
there's that. Yep, and then you launch the character.
Are we
monster.
taking average hit points or are we rolling for it?
That's up to you guys.
Ooh.
Totally up to you.
I will roll mine just because I like the randomness. Oh, snap. Mine was the same, didn't matter.
Could have been worse.
Oh.
I'm gonna let Keith do his own level up next time he logs in.
I might have to read into the spells a little bit more, but I know one of them I'm going to take. It's nice to have these things conveniently clickable.
Yeah, it's nice to just kind of pick and choose. It only shows you the stuff that's applicable for that particular level, for your character. It's really nice. Yeah, very, very convenient.
Yeah, that was really extremely easy for me.
Yeah, I bet.
Cold is just a fighter.
Nothing wrong with that.
Oh, that might be cool.
Dun, dun, dun. It's a good opportunity for a bio break if anyone needs it.
I honestly just came back from one,
I will go.
so I was kind of catching up here.
All right. That's a pretty easy decision to make, actually, at this level. That's good.
Ooh, yeah, I got mine figured out. Sweet. More light stuff. I like it. Alright, cool. I'm done.
Excellent. How's Hans doing?
He's getting there.
Okay.
I think I'm good. I just went with the default hit points. I might roll them in the future if you don't care either way, but I just went for the average that they put in there.
Cool. So we're just waiting for Still Avantis to return and Hans to finish up.
Excellent. And this episode brought to you by. We need some filler here.
Yeah. I got nothing.
God, bards have a lot of spells.
Yeah, I think the guys that worked on 5e really like bards. It made them pretty powerful.
Now, when you look at first edition, by the time you become a bard, you are pretty powerful too.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but that's just it. You have to take the time to do it.
Yeah.
Brutally so. Weasel might have started going that way before all shit fell out. I was seriously pondering going bard, going fighter or magic user next, and then, finishing the prereq.
Yeah, and you can still they still in 5e. What I've noticed, they kind of have the same thing because if you want, it seems like you can bounce around from classes and be like, oh, I'm going to take a couple levels in fighter, or I'm going to take a couple levels in wizard, right? But when it comes to the bard class, they seem to have just really just built onto that thing to make it a real beast of a class. All right, so are we ready? We still need a couple more minutes.
Yeah, Hans is just picking his last spell. He said we can go on if we want.
Okay.
But that's up to you.
Oh, we just gotta wait for Stillaventus to return. So I'm gonna step away for a second. Be right back.
And if you didn't need bathroom prior to now, the gently running water in the background might encourage that. Although it sounds like the music stopped now. This is a good map. Nice town layout.
Okay, I'm back. Is everybody back as well?
I'm here. Everybody else has been pretty quiet.
Okay.
I'm here.
All right. Stillaventus
I'm here.
joined us, yeah.
Haven't heard from him.
Okay. All right, well, we'll go ahead and continue. You follow the river south towards Phlan. By the next day, you can spot the walled port city, and from this side of town, because you're coming from this direction, from this side, the town looks to be in quite the state of disrepair. Years and years of destruction, followed by rebuilding, has taken its toll. When you had met with the Lord Chamberlain in his office at the dock, you had heard people discussing the reclamation of Phlan, about how the creatures inside the city proper had been mysteriously growing in number. Perhaps there's a connection between these creatures and the plague? Well, one thing is for certain. With the death of Archimedes, finding Falma at this point is crucial. So you guys head in, and you're actually going to go down, because a lot of Phlan is pretty run down and in ruins. But the city is functioning pretty well down on the docks. And so that's where you guys are going to head in there.
Did the notes happen to have an address?
They do not. Yeah, great question, though.
No return to, sender address on the pigeon note for the pigeon.
No. So you head into Phlan. You see a place you had visited before, the Bitter Blade, which is an inn down there in the docks. It has a small pub house in it as well. You see little markets, open air market kind of deal going on. Some ships starting to come into the port. People loading, unloading. People talking.
So it sounds like the day is in swing, so I guess we'll hunt out this councilman.
Yes, my thoughts exactly.
Okay. So you head down. You head down to the office where you had met the Lord Chamberlain before, and his assistant greets you. Says, "I'm sorry, but the Lord Chamberlain is gone for the day, but he'll be happy to see you tomorrow."
This is of the most urgentness.
Oh, the most urgent business is what took him away, but he has assured me he'll be back tomorrow. Have a good day.
Well, tell him. Let's leave a message for him. We've got urgent business too. Tell him that we stopped back to check in. Things have gone well-ish, but Archimedes is dead.
Oh dear, yes. As soon as he returns to town, I shall let him know. He'll want to know that.
Have you heard of a person named Falma? Falma?
Falma. Yes. Yes, there's a young lady, a wizard, goes by that name. She's she lives down here, near the docks. Often she's out and about.
Can you point us in her direction, where she lives?
Oh, I don't know specifically where she lives, but she's out and about.
All right,
I'm sure.
We'll go ask around then, I guess.
Yes. See you tomorrow.
Mm-hmm. Go back out. Get back on my horse.
Mm-hmm. You get back onto your horse.
Once everybody's gathered, we'll head, I don't know, dockish? I mean, we're kind of in dock area. There's a lot of potential dock here, I guess.
Yeah.
What's actually considered the docks in this town? Oh, down there. Okay, that would make sense.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll have to cross at least one bridge.
Don't tell Brass Butt.
He doesn't like bridges?
He fell through the last one.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so you head on down to the docks.
I think Plod might have disappeared on us, too.
I'm back.
Welcome back.
Whoa, Jesus, he was behind us.
I can show the fast ways through the city.
Do you know Phlan?
He does not.
Oh, it's like any other city.
Well, we're heading to the docks, as you just heard.
The ranger's going to be led by a goblin.
We're
hey,
testing him out.
Not this city.
Not this
No.
city.
Because it's all, like, in disrepair.
What happened to this city?
The city's been
Old and
attacked.
poor and just beaten up. Yeah.
The weather of age.
How do we start looking for Phlan?
Get down to the docks and ask someone.
Okay. Shit. We should have
If
asked
we-
that servant guy more questions.
If we see any supply stores for wizarding goods, perhaps we can pop in there. She might be a customer.
Is there, an alchemy guild here?
No, there's not.
Damn it. I could have used my guild membership to get us some help, because I bet they would know where she's at.
It's not that big of a town, so we should be able to
It's true.
find her fairly quickly.
Fair enough.
So we'll keep an eye out for any magic supply store type things, and on the way down to the docks, and get down to the docks.
Yep.
And if we haven't found anything or anybody, it's like they might know to ask at that point, then we'll find like the dock master or someone else
Sure.
who looks like they could help.
Yeah, there's people, around the docks for sure. It's a busy little port, or at least they're trying to be a busy little port. And the let's see.
See a dock master? Ooh.
There you guys go.
Nice. Love it.
Where am I?
Yeah, I gotta put you over there. Hang on one second. Hang on. Gotta find that new token.
Now, out of character, I think this is mostly a human town.
Now, did you purposely put the third next to the fish table? Because I think you did.
I didn't actually, but that's funny anyway. The
And is that cheese
I mean-
one stall over?
yeah. Looks good.
Actually, it looks like-
yeah.
Should I
One-
stay out of this city?
What's that?
Should I stay out of the city? Of
You're
course, I'm with
you're with
two
like
dragonborn and
exactly.
a half-orc.
Yeah.
If anything,
So-
we'll throw a rope around you with the third holding it or something, and you're like a prisoner, but you're really not,
I mean, you guys look pretty monstrous yourselves.
That's
You
true.
know.
We're all over 7 feet. 2 of us look like dragons on legs, True. I don't think
You're
you're going to turn
7
any more
feet
head.
tall. You're 5
I-
feet taller than I am.
I'm 7'2", actually, yeah. And the third height is me, I think a little taller, actually. I'm not sure about my brother, but I'm sure he's about the same size, too.
Yeah, I think the third's closer to 8. He's really, really big.
I'm not sure about my height either.
Well, you'd be the same as your brother in all likelihood.
Well, yeah. We're twins, but he hatched a few days early, if you know what I mean.
Wow, I could ride you guys.
Yeah. You could.
Wait till I grow wings.
Yeah, so you've got the docks here. You've got people all over. You got little food vendors and fish vendors, and it's a little market out here. The little pub is over here. You've got different docks or different boats docking at different parts, and yeah.
Okay, so we'll look for a dockmaster. If we can't find one with fairly good time, then we'll I don't know, just ask somebody where's dockmaster. If they aren't sure, then we'll hit the little pub.
What's this building down in the southwest?
Let's take a look.
You think a weapons vendor outside the pub is a good idea?
That's just the way it is. That's the way it is in Phlan. That's how they roll. This place down here, they're cartographers.
They might be in the know.
Yeah, see,
but pubs are a good place to.
You ask around. People seem to be ignoring you and not very helpful in helping you find the dockmaster.
What's
barkeep.
This place over here?
When in doubt, barkeep in a silver piece.
What kind of shop is this?
Which one? I don't know where you are.
Southeast.
Southeast.
Click and hold, it'll ping.
Let me zoom in.
That bit's not showing in Twitch, but that's okay.
I'm trying to find him.
Southeast.
Corner.
Oh. It's a costume shop.
And here.
All right, so where do you guys want to go?
Looks like a bookstore.
Down here.
Yeah.
Southeast corner again. Is that like a bookstore, scholarly place?
Yeah.
Who are we looking for?
I go in.
We're looking for a lady named Thalma.
So I just walk up to this booth right here and say, "Are you Thelma? Do you know a Thelma?"
They grab a broom and start batting you away.
Ah!
Be gone, you vile creature.
I'm gonna wait in the alley.
Okay. It's dark.
I'm gonna dismount in front of the tavern, and sorry, Keith just chimed in. And I'm gonna go into the tavern. I'll just walk right up to the bar and order an ale.
Okay. Yeah, it's pretty noisy in there. You walk up there and get his attention. He nods, pours you an ale. 2 silver.
And
Isn't this the ale house here?
2 silver.
no, it's over here.
Oh.
All right, and I'll take a big draft off of it since we've been riding for a bit, and then catch the eye of the bartender. And oh, good. It's always a bonus. And say, "Hey, have you heard of a lady named Thalma? Does she come in here at all?"
Oh, yeah. She's in here sometimes.
My colleagues and I are looking for her. We've got some business that she was attending with one of her colleagues, and we needed to kind of make a connection. Can you help? I'll drop another 2 silver on the bar.
If I see her, I'll let her know you're looking for her.
The name's Jasper. And listen, don't be alarmed about my colleagues. They're a little unnerving for what's common around here. So yeah, it's not that big a deal. Just we're trying to do some good in the area.
Mm. He goes back to helping some other people. He grunts and walks.
I'll Yeah, I'll turn away from the bar, put my back to it. I'll basically just pound the rest of the ale and put it on the tavern and kind of mutter to myself, man, 2 silver doesn't get you anything these days.
Yeah. You hear people talking around you. The city watch, they're all corrupt. They don't work for the city. They can all be bought.
Are there any ladies in here?
You're looking. It's hard to tell.
Any that might look wizardly?
It's hard to tell in this town.
Hard to tell who a lady is?
In this town.
With that perception, apparently.
They all work the boat. They all dress like the guys. It's not like there's some fancy people here. Not in this joint. You hear some people talking about the plague at one of the tables. The men are arguing.
Can I glean anything important out of what they're saying?
They're arguing about how the plague is caused by evil clerics who poison the water and that it's best to stick with ale and wine.
Okay. All right. Well, I guess I'll leave
Before
then.
you leave, though, you hear a guy by the door, and he's getting angry. He's like, "It's true. I'm trying to get the poor boy to the Temple of Tyr. Damn dog. Caught him rolling around in some of these goddamn remains of some disgusting creature. Hasn't been himself since. I'll give 20 gold to any man who will help me move my damn dog."
I'll help you.
You're not in the tavern.
Where are you? Brass butts way over here.
I'll look over
the fish table.
I won't help you.
I'll look over at the guy and what's wrong with your dog?
Well, I had to lock him up yesterday in this crate for his own safety. Look, I just want my dog back the way he was. And I just need some help. I'm old. I can't carry the damn thing all the way to the Temple of Tyr.
Do I have an idea where this temple is? I mean, is it in this town?
He sounds like he knows where it's at.
All right, so where is this temple?
Oh, it's a couple blocks down. Right here on the docks. Closer to the slums.
I might be able to help you with that.
Thank you.
Let's see your gold, old man.
Thank you, fine sir.
Let's see your gold.
He pulls out a little pouch, jingles the coins.
Could be copper.
He opens it.
It's
Bet
gold?
your eye on this. Yeah, it's gold.
Okay. All right. Let me just check with my colleagues real quick and meet me out front here. See if they're willing to lend you a hand.
As you turn around to go out the door, a hand touches you on the shoulder, and a woman interrupts. "I want to help," she says. "Show me the dog too. I've got something I've been working on that may ease his pain."
It's Valma.
Right. What does she look like?
You turn and look at her, and it would be shocking, except for the companions you currently travel with. Red skin, black hair, a tiefling woman, very young. But she's wearing a cloak and pulling the hood up, but you can see, because she's close to you, that she is a tiefling. Very demonic looking.
I'm going to get a kind of scrunched up expression on my face and what do you want
roll
out of
seduction.
You're outside, Brass
different
Butt.
character,
You're
right?
outside. Enter the tavern.
That was a different character too, wasn't it? And what do you want to help?
I've been listening to this man talk about his dog for the last 10 minutes. I think I can help. I think I know what's going on, but I need to see it.
You want some of this gold, or are you just doing it for humanities?
Keep the gold.
All right. My name is Jasper. I'll hold out my hand.
Valma.
Huh.
So I'm
Fancy
gonna
that.
peep through the window.
Called it.
I'm gonna peep through the window and keep an eye on.
Yeah, you see
Shit going
Jasper
on in there.
inside talking to this demon lady.
And old man.
We attract all the weirdest kind.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's funny I should run into you, Thelma. I got some news for you that might not be too comfortable. Why don't we go outside?
Well, these are not exactly comfortable times that we live in.
Well, it gets worse. I'm gonna just go ahead and step out.
Okay. Yep, and the farmer leads you guys back over to the fish table.
Okay, now before we get too far, I'm gonna try to make eye the rest of the party, and then gesture for them to follow me when I do.
Okay.
You know how our other group was called Weasel and the Gang? We just kind of started calling it Weasel and the Gang. I think we should start calling this Jasper's Circus.
Jasper Circus.
That's not too bad. I was thinking something like Beast Brigade.
Because he's like the only human, so he's like, the ringleader, whatever. And then he's got all of these, beasts around him. His axe.
We'll have to discuss that in character.
Yeah, so the farmer points to this crate over here, and go ahead and adjust the screen over there so everybody can see.
I'll definitely make sure I get a look at this animal to see if
roll
it's
perception.
anything normal or nature.
Yeah, go ahead.
Actually, I'll go ahead and I'll do perception. There you go.
Yeah, so this crate looks like it's been getting kind of beat on from the inside. It's as you approach to inspect it, whatever's inside, it just starts growling and shaking and rattling the crate inside. You can barely see inside of it through the cracked boards that looks like this thing's been chewing on.
And is it brain tumor or is it
It's
not
really
natural?
dark inside. You can see black matted hair.
I think it's the plague.
It's growling.
Trillic, can you pop one of your lights inside this box?
Yep. I cast dancing lights. Send it in the box.
Okay, you cast dancing lights. You send it inside the box. This thing freaks out, bursts out of the box.
My bad.
Initiative.
Well,
Sorry.
this is bad.
All right.
Oh no.
The third goes first, but yeah, he's gonna hold his action to move away. He's scared.
Thank goodness.
But this thing is going to attack. 1, 2, 3, 4. Attacks Jasper. And misses. It bites at you. This thing is like this horrible, disgusting mess. Boils and growths all over it, and slobbering, and its mouth is just, it's disgusting. All right, Trillic, your turn. The farmer's like freaking out. My dog, Rusty.
My God. Okay.
Appropriate.
I am going to step back, kick the third,
Mm-hmm.
and then I'm going to cast. I'm going to cast Witch Bolt.
All right, and that is a hit.
Ah, sorry. I'm trying to show you the spell.
lightning.
So 10 points of damage. Yeah, and now once I get a successful hit, I can automatically do that every round.
Just keep causing
For as long as you
damage.
concentrate on it.
Yeah, it's automatically.
Okay. So you're
I'm trying to... How do I do that?
using like the force lightning.
Holy moly, you do 10 points of damage every round now?
Oh, I
No,
think
I
you gotta
re-roll
roll
the
damage.
damage.
Oh.
It's a cantrip too, isn't it?
No, it's my new spell.
Oh, is
I
it?
can't
Oh.
get it to show you guys. How do I get it to show you guys?
And there's usually a little chat bubble thing next to the
The spell tab on your character sheet?
yeah, it's under spells, and let's see, where is Witch Bolt? Oh, that's the wrong one.
No, you had it.
Huh, that one doesn't do it.
Where's
I don't know.
the bubble?
Yeah, there's no bubble. That's weird.
No bubble. None of them have bubbles. Is the bubble somewhere else?
Yeah, maybe. No, we'll figure it out. Right, so you're attacking that thing. Now it is Brassbutt's turn. All right, you just watched Trilix shoot some lightning from his hands and starts frying this disgusting dog. It's the most grossest thing you've ever seen, Brassbutt.
A beam of crackling blue energy lances out at the creature within range, forming a sustained arc of lightning, so it stays sustained between me and the target, and it just pumps another 1d12 every round. So it's a sustained ray of lightning between me and hit.
Okay.
There's a civilian between you and the dog.
That's the farmer.
There.
Rusty.
I'm just going to cast sleep on the dog and put it to sleep.
All right. Casting sleep. I don't know if it'll stay asleep while it's being electrocuted, though.
He can end that. He can end that at will. It doesn't have to stay. The witch bolt doesn't have to stay sustained.
All right, so roll 5d8, and the total is how many hit points of creatures this spell can affect. So 5d8 gets you 22. You can affect 22 hit points, and that is not going to work on this guy. So you try to cast sleep, but it doesn't work. You're like, this is one tough dog.
Is there any charisma bonus to that?
To the 5d8? So you roll 5d8 to determine how many hit points of creatures, and then after that, creatures start falling asleep at higher levels. I guess roll initial 2d8 for each slot above first. Nope, I don't see one. Yeah, even with the charisma bonus, you still wouldn't have got it on his hit points. So now you know he's a tough dog. It takes us to Jasper.
Who's going to do something freaking crazy? But I want to basically just use my cloak to try to wrap up as much of his upper body, but head primarily. I want to try to cover his face and head so I can't see. I'm going to do it as I go in for a grapple.
Okay.
And I'm going to try to grapple this thing.
That's disgusting.
So we don't want to kill it. That's part of the reason I'm using the cloak too, but there's multiple reasons for the cloak.
Oh, there's a bolt of sustained electricity.
Yeah, I know.
You don't want to touch this thing. Oh, is it out? Then I break it, obviously.
That's what I'm hoping for, but the fact of the matter is we don't see gold if we kill this thing. And
I don't care about that.
Being that it's my turn, and I do this, as I'm doing this, I'm gonna yell out, "We don't want to kill it!" And I'm gonna attempt to grapple. So what would I do? What kind of roll would I do for the grapple? Because that wouldn't be based off my weapons.
Yeah, let's take a look here. I think what we're going to do is like a strength check. So I think first of all you got to hit it. So you're going to have to roll a 2 hit in order to try to grapple it.
And that would be what, dex based? Because everything else I have is dex based.
Well, it's like when strong.
Or my other attacks.
It's going to be whatever you use to when you attack with your Kukuri.
Yeah, it's going to be dex based. I think. Don't ignore those. That roll 20 pisses me off. It's so hard to cancel a roll in progress. Let me just double check this. No, it's strength based, so it would be strength. All right, here we go. Oof, no,
Yeah, you missed.
Felt that.
Yeah. You try to grapple, and you miss. Pulled.
I'm going to just pump an arrow into it.
Okay. And AC 13 is a hit, and 8 points of damage with an arrow now sticking into it. It howls. Right on.
I'm then going to move my movement over here, and I want to bonus action hide.
Okay. All right. So when you take a hide action, you must make a dexterity stealth check in an attempt to hide. You believe you are hiding.
Now I get to see what Falma can do.
Yeah, she is. What is she going to do? Where is her?
Is she actually going to attack it? Or are we just killing it? In the name of science, of course.
Yeah. It would all be in the name of science, that's for sure.
Excellent. Let's flambe it.
Yeah.
And you turned off your spell.
Not yet. He can't do it until his turn.
Yeah, apparently not yet.
And she shoots a firebolt at it but misses. And that takes us back to initiative.
Now, does Jasper and Felma get advantage for flanking it?
So if she... What's going on here with my grid?
Oh no, that's with the help action. That's right.
Actually, flanking gives advantage in combat, regardless of special actions. So, I mean, technically, if that's the case, I would have actually grappled. Depending on its armor class, of course. But I did get a 19 on that with the advantage. But that's, of course, up to your call.
We're
there
moving
are
forward. He's not grappled.
All right, and there are folks that say that the flanking has to be the way they're positioned currently, as opposed to the way they were a moment ago.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Flanking is 160 degrees, I believe. Or was it 120? Shit, now I forget.
probably
Anyways,
160.
moot point. Let's move on.
Yep.
Yep.
Pulled. Initiative. Is that Goblin gonna roll initiative?
Sorry.
There we go. All right, Brass Butt, you go first. Brass Butt.
I'm going to cast Tasha's Hideous Laughter on it.
Okay.
And so it must make a save versus Wisdom.
Okay. Find my creature. Okay. What's the let's see here. Come back.
If its intelligence is 4 or less, it's not affected.
Its intelligence is 3.
It can't understand.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it won't be impacted by the spell because it's too dumb.
Yeah.
Bummer.
All right. Pulled.
Doink.
And that's a hit. For 9 points of damage, another arrow pierces the beast. Trillic.
So I watched Falma attack it, right?
Yeah.
And it has 2 arrows sticking out of it.
And Jasper's hugging it for some reason.
He's trying to.
Trying to. Haven't yet.
Yeah, I don't care about the goal. I'm going to follow Falma's lead. I'm going to keep pumping the witch into.
Okay.
You don't know about the gold, actually.
This is true.
And
It's already hitting. I just don't know how else to do the
oh,
damage.
right, yeah.
3 more points.
Crumbles to the ground. Dead. The farmer's like, Rusty. Falls to his knees, weeping.
I'm sorry, it had to be done.
Rusty.
I give the farmer a hug.
I'm gonna go pull my arrows out of it.
He leans into you, Brass Butt. Puts his head against your knee as he weeps.
Which is surprising.
He's so distraught. He doesn't know what he's doing.
I'm gonna kneel down and feign some remorse for the creature. This is mostly for the guy, not for the creature. It obviously needed to be put down, and I'm fine with the way this transpired, despite the fact that we're not gonna get Tony Gold. But yeah, I feign a little bit, and I'll roll a deception if you want me to, because I honestly really don't care. This thing needed to be
he's
put
so
down.
distraught. He's not noticing anybody else.
I want to go check out inside the crate.
And it's all bloody inside and hair and chewed up and stuff in there.
I'm gonna look up at Falma then and
Yeah, she's
kind of catch her eye and be like, "What do you think? Is this
she's
what you've been investigating?"
she's taking a sample of the dog's flesh and fur. She's like, huh? Yeah. This is absolutely first time I've seen it in an animal though.
Falma, we were working with Archimedes on the cure.
Yeah, my friend Archimedes.
Yes.
I look up at Trillic and I catch his eye and be like, "Well, I haven't told her yet."
Now I have.
Told me what?
I don't know exactly.
We were
Archimedes.
working for him, collecting the ingredients, and when we came back with the latest one, someone had ransacked his hut, and I'm afraid to say, killed him.
No. Yeah, you're certain?
Quite.
Yes, very. They ruined all of his work.
I can't
I
believe
could
it.
make sense of none of it.
We found some correspondence between he and you, which is the only reason we know to sought you out.
Yeah.
Yes, yes.
It's true. He was my friend. We were working together to try to find a cure. You said you were on a mission. I've had people working for me as well. Did you find some of the ingredients?
I motion over to the third, who's still carrying the giant thing of blood honey. We
He's
just
got a
some
big.
blood honey.
He's got this stupid like tooth sticking out of his mouth. He's like, huh? He just nods. Huh? Yeah.
We just retrieved the blood honey, and previous to that, we had gotten a chieftain eyeball of a kobold.
That's amazing. You
He
found.
was reaching for a fish at the time. Sorry, go ahead.
You found the blood honey. That's amazing. I wasn't sure if we were ever going to be able to find it. How much did you get? Oh, it doesn't matter. I'll take it all. I'll take all of it. I can take all of it.
We can find you more.
That's amazing. Well, we learned, you could take this mulberry wine and you take the eye and you add in the. That's phenomenal. My mule is over there, and I can take it back to my lab, and I can throw something together by tomorrow. I could have something together by tomorrow that we could be testing.
I will help you.
It's okay. I can do this, but I thank you. This is amazing.
Falma, do you have room for us to bunk down, even if on the floor?
I'm afraid not. My landlord wouldn't like that, and my apartment is very small. But
I don't feel comfortable leaving you alone with Archimedes.
I'm an alchemist.
Put under.
Falma. Let me help you.
She's like, it's okay, you guys. I've got this, but you need to go to the Lord Chamberlain, and you have to tell him what happened. You have to tell him about Archimedes.
We tried. He's out of town.
Well, hopefully he's back soon.
Said he'd be back tomorrow.
No, the timing's perfect then. If I can have something put together tomorrow, and all of us can go together and meet with the Lord Chamberlain, and you can tell him what happened with poor old Archimedes, and I can share what I've been able to put together with this ingredient.
All right, let's we'll escort you back to your apartment, and then we'll go and we'll see about setting up an appointment with the Lord Chamberlain.
Yeah, no offense, but I just met you guys. I don't take guys back to my apartment this soon after just meeting them.
And
but if you stay at the
gave
inn, I'll
you
come and
the
meet you guys at the inn tomorrow.
Okay, all right.
You were Pold can follow her.
What's that?
I whisper very loudly to you.
No, you don't. You'd have to, because you're not really close to me at this point. But I'm ahead of you already. We're good.
Do not fail us, Falma. Do not fail Archimedes.
Of course. I will see you guys tomorrow, and thank you for bringing
I'm going to look around for Pold.
For whom?
Pold's wandering around the market.
I'm going to try and catch his eye.
All right. She takes the goods and loads it up, heads back to her place.
Did you?
I'm gonna follow her.
Did you give her the whole thing?
You guys know where to get
We
more.
know where the source is.
I wanna stealthily follow her.
You're not gonna be able to.
Why?
Because you're not going to.
Because you have a horse.
All right. Fine. Okay. Then she's fucking dead too. All right.
Because her apartment is not important to this adventure at all.
All right. Good enough. So, do we want to go make an appointment for the Lord Chamberlain, or do we just want to go find the bottom of a mug?
I thought we just had to wait till tomorrow.
He all of a sudden was busy and wasn't around. So he's going to be around.
Yeah, and I mean, he's got our message too, so he'll know that we're looking for him.
Okay.
Let's just find an inn.
Yeah, so...
'Cause I hate to say it, but it is 10:20 right now.
I didn't hear what you said.
It's late, it's 10:20.
Oh. Yeah. Dum, dum, dum. So yeah, you guys head
And I
back
know
to
we
the
got a late
inn,
start.
and yeah, we can wrap up there if you guys want, and
I kind of need
pick
to.
up on the next game session with the meeting with Lord Chamberlain. Dum dum dum. Right on. Awesome. Well, I will.
Um, before Thelma went away, I do want to bring up the fact that the farmer guy had mentioned that the dog was rolling in something and then exhibited these
Yeah, you
traits.
guys
A
can
disgusting dead
absolutely. You
body.
guys should absolutely. Maybe. I mean, I don't know. It's up to you
Yep.
if you want to talk to the farmer and ask about his story.
Well, we'll get more of that information probably next session. So I just want to make sure that she heard that. She said she was listening, but that seemed kind of poignant. That could help with this whole situation. So
That's a fantastic observation.
She's probably made the plague, and she needs more of that blood honey. More of it.
Pessimistic little goblin. That's hilarious. That's totally something I would do. I wish I would have thought of that. Damn it.
that doesn't surprise me in the least.
Right on. Well, let's wrap up the live stream here.
And on that revelation,
Yeah. So join us in 2 weeks as we continue the hunt of the beast. Blah blah blah. Until next time.
Thanks for watching, everyone.
Bye bye.